Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on Montezuma, which is a road we typically ride on. This is also the road that I wrecked on back in November, but that's okay. Feeling better. Um, we're on this road, and on this particular day, usually I cross over into that left lane and get on the loop around and go south on Fairmount to get to Mead. But on this particular day, I want to get over to that 15 freeway bike path. It's protected, it's separated, it's pretty wonderful. The problem is that there's no way to get there from here. If I were on the 15 freeway bike path and wanted to get to where I am now going the opposite direction, the road connects immediately. It's pretty smooth, there's bike lane the whole way, but you don't get the same courtesy. If I would have stayed to the right here, I would have gone on Fairmount, and at some point I would have had to cross over the expressway, and made my way around to that bike path, which I posted a video of a couple of weeks ago, a similar route over there, and I'll link to that right here on the video. But I want to get over there. I'm determined to get over there. I'm not going to do dangerous crossings. So we are going to salmon a little bit today. So I'm going to speed it up just a bit. So we hit this loop, and typically we would keep going straight here, but I want to backtrack around the corner, so I'm just going to dip on over here and enjoy this painted bike lane, and hope that nobody is coming in the opposite direction. I'm going to hope that there isn't a mob of people on bikes at this particular hour cutting south the way they should. So I don't do this often. I don't like riding the opposite way on the road. I did it once on Marina Boulevard, and there was a pack of cyclists, and they were pretty cross about it, shouting like, "You're on the wrong side of the road." I know I'm on the wrong side of that road, but weird thing about that road, there's no bike lane heading in the opposite direction. And this had me worried for a second. Like, check that out. We're just going to slow that down for a hot second here. We're going along, and I know I'm going in the opposite direction, but like I said, there's no other way to get there. We don't have a link from the bike lane on Montezuma to this road here. So this driver is coming along here, and they are in the bike lane for a moment. Just a couple of wheels, just a few inches, enough to clip a rider. I mean, that's a little scary right there. So luckily they see me and they dip on out of the way, and we can keep going. And from here we salmon just a little while longer, and then finally we get over to the spot where folks who are driving on Fairmount can merge onto this road, and we can cross over. Of course, there's a semi truck that's encroaching on the lane a little bit, but now we're back in the bike lane, and we can ride along relatively safely and get over to the 15 bike path, which is fantastic. I really love riding it, but of course the problem with it, and the problem that people pointed out when it was built, is that it's a beautiful, awesome, safe bikeway, and it doesn't go anywhere. It goes down to this Camino del Rio spot, and I mean, you can get to some industrial spots. There's a big union hall there, but it's very difficult to get to useful places. There is not yet a connection over the river, but they're working on that, which is pretty cool. So eventually we get on over to the bike path, and we can ride on up and get to the neighborhood, and I can get some food, which I was hungry for. That's why I did this diversion in the first place. I wanted to pick up some food on Adams Avenue, and I can't do that. I mean, I could ride all the way down to Mead and then all the way back up, but that's a lot of hill climbing and a lot of backtracking, and it's important to have options. When we ride bikes, we should be allowed to get places where we choose to go and not just be relegated to some roads sometimes, and hopefully the engineers get hit to that. So thanks for coming along with me, and from here we're just going to drive less and ride a bike. Thanks.